Welcome. You're right where you belong. Eugenia and I have been friends for 28 years, and while life phases and stages, racking up titles and all the etceteras in life keep us busy, we are intentional about keeping each other centered and committed, and to picking up right where we left off. After all, it's our life support.
Hello and welcome to Life Support. Today we will be discussing joy in the chaos. Motherhood is 1,000 little moments that add up to something magical. It's messy, it's beautiful, and the most heart expanding thing you'll ever do. Today we'll have a conversation about the real, the raw, and the radiant joys of motherhood.
Yes, joy and motherhood coexist with challenges, but today we are focusing on the light.
Yes.
So, we both are a part of teen life. There's going to be some words. You tell me if you know what it means or if you've heard it.
Okay.
Bussin',
Bussin'?
bussin'.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, I think I know what it means. It means like off the chain, like that's good, right? Or
Not you giving us our slang off the chain. Yes. Okay. Okay.
millennial
Okay.
moms, okay?
Yes. Okay. Riz. I know you've heard this one. Riz.
I've heard it. I don't know if I know what it means, but I think it means like zest or cool. I don't know. What does it mean?
Okay, so Riz is like kind of short for like charisma, like you're charming. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard my son say it, but I've heard it.
yes.
So,
Okay,
okay.
low key, low key.
Low key. I know what low key is. I use it myself.
Yes,
Like on the low, but what is the
okay.
actual definition?
Not obvious, but
Okay.
keeping information secret. So yeah, we got
Yeah.
that part. We got
Yeah.
that part. Okay,
Got
I think we probably use this more than the kids. Eight,
Oh,
eight.
yeah. I use it. I've heard it. Eight. Like she did that. How do you not know what eight means?
Yeah, this is one that was odd to me. Mewing.
Who?
Mewing. Mewing.
Mewing.
Hmm.
Never heard it. Don't know what it means.
It's a facial exercise to make your jawline more defined.
Oh, baby, I need to be doing that.
Yes.
I need to look that up. Mewing. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So we're gonna have to add that one in there.
Yeah.
Yes. So much fun in raising kids and just learning their lingo and really just seeing life through their eyes, or it's kind of like reliving childhood because you're watching them, nurturing them, keeping them safe. One of the biggest things that stands out in motherhood for me is just my personal growth and how much motherhood has added to that for me as a person. I would definitely say one of the biggest things that stands out is my patience. My
Yes.
patience has reached far beyond anything I felt like um I could have
Right.
becoming an adult. Would you
Yeah.
say that your personal growth journey has been enhanced by motherhood, and what ways do you feel like it has enhanced your
Right.
life and your growth?
Motherhood has definitely enhanced my life and it's definitely helped me grow as a person. When I think about how I was or used to be before I had my son, it doesn't compare. Just like you said, having patience or even more empathy, trying to be a role model for these little kids, trying to make the right decisions, not only for yourself, but for your kids. If motherhood doesn't grow you in a positive way, what are you doing?
You're not doing it right.
Yeah, you're not
It,
doing it right.
it,
It comes with the chaos and everything like that. But at the end of the day, when you're trying to be a good mom, when you're trying to nurture and protect and teach these children, you can't help but to grow and become better. So yeah,
I find that I am often giving my best after having children. What is the best way to do X, Y, and Z? What is the best way to handle this situation because of, as you mentioned, the role model aspect and just wanting them to experience a full and fruitful life. So it
exactly.
really causes you to think and really expand like your views on life, you
Exactly.
know. So it's a beautiful transformation. It's a beautiful growth exercise, even though messy and crazy. It just really kind of helps us to understand what is important and really dig within character wise to really evolve.
Exactly. One thing that I didn't realize that I would cherish so much would be the bonding with my children, like the connection. It's hard to explain because it's the purest love and purest connection that you can have. You have all of the right intentions as being a mom. I love just watching them become who they are, just watching them grow, like their little personalities. And it's funny because, I mean, you can have multiple children and they'll all come out with completely different likes and dislikes. It's like, you know?
Yes, I see myself in the most random times. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's funny,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's unbearable. And then sometimes they just have unique qualities that really just add additional value to them as a being. You
Yes.
know, I definitely have found that for me, they are the joy, and I am always laughing, even when I don't want to laugh, even when they are getting on my nerves. I'm
Yes.
laughing. Sometimes I have to tuck the laughter so that I can be serious as the disciplinarian.
Right? Is that like a millennial mom thing or something? Because I feel like
Maybe.
I do the same thing. Like it's like I'm trying to be a disciplinarian, but if they do the funniest things and I'm trying not to laugh, and it's just the whole thing. I'm like, I don't
Yes.
recall my parents. It didn't seem like, it seemed like when they were trying to discipline you, that's what it was. Wasn't no trying to tuck a laugh behind, Exactly.
We're
Can we
the
be serious?
most, yes, unserious parents. But, I think what that is we are striving to really connect with our children. I always think about it and I say, connection really impacts how you correct them and how you're able to reach them when it's serious and when things are not going ideal. So
Right.
they call us unserious. It adds the best to my life. I sometimes have to like remove myself from the situation, and
Yes.
I'll like shake a little chair just to, add a little razzle dazzle and to make them think that I'm just like so upset, but I gotta go so I can bust out laughing
Right.
in the closet. I have to act. That is my biggest reward in motherhood is just the belly laughs, just
Yeah.
the ridiculousness.
The spontaneous hugs. That is my thing. I love getting hugs from my kids. I have all boys, and it's something about that mom and son connection that I just love. I just love it. And so, like my 3-year-old, he asks me for a hug every day. He asks me for a hug every day. Yeah.
That
And he
is
tells me,
so
isn't it
special.
that is so special. I didn't experience that with the other two when they were his age. He tells me, Mommy, you're beautiful every day. I'm like, where did he get this? Like, I love it. It's just amazing. And my 7-year-old, he'll not as often, not every day, but he asks me for hugs as well. Mommy, can I give you a hug? I'm like, sure. They love hugging me. My teen, on the other hand, very sporadic, not, most of the time I'm like, boy, get over here and give me a hug,
Yes.
or, every now and then he'll surprise me, like come over there and give me a hug or something just out the blue. But I
I
love it.
definitely get out of the blue hugs for sure. I was giggling while you were talking because my oldest, which she's a teen, but I've called her the octopus since she was born. She is gonna get her some you, okay? She is overly affectionate, just like give me a hug 17 times a day. And
Oh,
for me at first, it was a struggle because I just was not really like a touchy-feely person. So it
right.
really grew my capacity for touch and just really showing love outside of service because I
Yeah.
didn't really tap into that before having children. At first, it'd be like, oh, Bailey. Now I'm like, where's my hug? I
Right.
only got two today. And
Yeah.
so the youngest is like that. My middle, it's just random, sporadic. He is always finding little ways to pour into me, or if he sees me off to the side, he's gonna definitely come and be like, hey, twin. And make sure and make sure that I feel valued and I don't feel alone. So that's something that
That's
motherhood
amazing.
has really given me. I didn't know that I needed it, but
Right.
now I can't live without it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel doing that. Wow.
Yeah.
So, what has motherhood taught you in business?
Ooh, a lot. A lot. It has definitely taught me how to tap into others' feelings and emotions, how to help others compartmentalize them, as well as taught me grace, giving grace to others
Yeah.
and exercising patience. Because motherhood can be so chaotic and so unpredictable, I feel like I'm able to roll with the punches a lot smoother in business. If a order doesn't come through, or something happens with a vendor, or anything, I'm getting creative. I'm like, okay, what can we do? What needs to happen? What needs to change? I'm able to make quick decisions because I'm always putting out fires
Right.
at home, and so being able to manage a little village of people, is like really a sign of good leadership. And so I transfer that leadership into every aspect of my business because it really helps me do better with peopling,
Hmm.
essentially. What
Okay.
about you?
For me, I want to say motherhood has taught me when it comes to my business, for sure, um, patience. Like you said, you know, everything's not going to be on my timing. That's something that I had to really learn. Everything is not going to happen quickly. There's going to be hiccups in the road, but you just got to push through and you got to stay the course and just understand that number one, it's not on your timing, it's on God's timing. And just to keep pushing. Motherhood has also taught me to prioritize. Prioritizing is key when you're getting different tasks and duties done in a timely fashion. So I would say that's what it mainly taught me.
And you are an amazing mother.
So are you. You know that.
In all of the chaos, it's definitely important to slow down and savor the little things and the joyful moments.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for penciling us in today. Wherever you are in your motherhood journey, new, seasoned, or somewhere in between, I hope today reminded you to soak in the little things that make motherhood magical. Drop a piece of kid logic in the comments. We'd love to laugh with you. Join us next week as we discuss networking in meaningful relationships. Bye.
Bye.
If this episode inspired you, we'd love to hear your biggest takeaway. Slide into our DMs on Instagram at @thelifesupport_.
If you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a Power Hour pep talk. And leave a comment. It helps other mamas find us and transforms one mom's hustle into all of our community boosts.